Well, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the cabin. I'm actually working on the corner post back there for the workshop. And the side that I'm working on, this being the bottom, it will stand up like this, is actually the side that's facing towards the tractor. So what I need to do is lay out a 2" by 10" mortise. Okay, we got to do the same thing facing the other direction because I've got two beams going in there. So there is the 10" mark. And then we will do our 2 and 4. Come up here, do the same thing. There's 2 and then there's 4. And we will connect those dots. Same thing to this side. Okay, then we have an upper beam because we have an upper floor on this side. So we're going to go up 10" plus 7 feet. So that's 7 feet 10 or 94. Then we have another beam which is 10", so that's 104. Okay, then we need to do our 2" and our 4. And do the same thing up here, 2 and 4. And then we will connect those dots. And the same for the other side. We've got to do a 6" mark. Like that. 1. Well friends, it's giveaway time again. So last month, the month of April, we were giving away the 35-foot Lufkin tape. So for the Outpost channel, Gary Wilser, you are the winner there. And for the review channel, Raymond Heckard. So congratulations to both of you. Be sure and contact us at smokymountaiноutpost@gmail.com with your information on how we can get that out to you as soon as possible. So for the month of May, we're going to give away this nice set of calipers right here. You probably have seen my neighbor use his quite often when I go up there and we're doing some work. So this thing has a thumb roll right here, the gauge that you can read. Also, this right here reads the outside diameter. This side down here reads the inside diameter. It's also got the ruler on the side, goes up to 6 inches. It's marked off in 8ths and 64ths. And you can also measure the depth by using this item right here and reading it on the ruler back up here as well. So again, congratulations to Gary and Raymond. We're giving 2 of these away for the month of May. If you're new to this channel and you've never entered, all you do is leave a comment on the video and the random picker goes from there. So friends, let's get back to the video. I've got one more side to lay out on this one, and then it is ready for me to dig the mortise out here, and then this post is done. First one that we need is 124. This is the one on the top side. This is actually the beam that meets the sawmill right here. Then this one is the bottom of the brace. Alright, so we're going to take off this shoulder and both mortises. Well, now comes the fun part. It's getting to knock these pieces of wood out of here with this small chisel. I'll tell you what, I don't know what it is about that small chisel, or maybe it's the handle on this thing, but it's almost a joy to beat this thing on the end right here and carve things out of wood. Clean these shoulders up a little bit. So now we got to drill the center portion down about 2 inches. I'm marking this before I actually start digging any out. This helps to keep from having a chipping back past the line. I know I've had a lot of comments that this is quite a bit of extra work, detail, and I agree, it is. And I'll tell you what, at the end of the day, there's a really good feeling because it may not be perfect, but you did it. And that is the satisfaction that you get out of doing something like this that requires detail work. going to cut this at an angle right here on the very end. Alright, the other thing that I've got to do is I've got to notch out where it actually sits in that post up there. So we've got to go 2 feet. That is the inside. What I'm actually doing is I'm laying out, I'm going to cut out each side, and this center will actually sit down inside that post, or the post that I've got over there. And then of course these corners, I'm just going to kind of cut them off at an angle, give it a little bit of design. But yeah, I think that it's getting easier as it goes, I believe. Alright, here's our 16-foot mark right here. My building is actually 12 foot in width, so this 16 foot will give me 2 foot overhang on the roof up there. I've got to be sure and mark these sides as well. And I'm going to cut at an angle. So we got to mark that coming out, that, and that. Alright, so next thing to do is take this saw . This material is not that hard to actually get out. It's a little bit more difficult than using the poplar, but for the most part, depending on how many cuts you make, also has a lot to do with it. Yeah, these chisels kind of make light work of this if they're nice and sharp. Well, I'll tell you, that's not a bad looking cut, and I kind of like the end right there. But this tenon actually goes in that notch up on top of each one of the posts. I've got to do 3 of these. If it wasn't for these knots, all of this would be pretty much smooth sailing, but some of these knots too are very hard to get around without a lot of pull out on them. So turn around and face it the other way when I get half of it done. Otherwise it wants to chip out like that. Well, as y'all can see, I'm working on this cross beam that goes on the back. What's next is the center post. Then I have another cross beam for the center, and then the two 6x10s that actually go on the side to help support the floor. Friends, if you like different kind of builds, click up here in the top right hand corner of when we started the tower build. I think you'll enjoy it, especially if you're new to this channel and you haven't seen it. Thanks for watching. We certainly do appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you back up here at the cabin again next time.